Good afternoon, welcome to Pi Day. On a gorgeous Friday, we're up here at Cleveland Hopkins International Airport, about 75 degrees up here today. Boy, you cannot complain. It is absolutely beautiful here today. We got a FlexJet Embraer, looks like taxiing over towards Atlantic. Delta 2545 taking runway 24 left. They'll be heading over to Atlanta. There's the United. Got to tighten this thing up just a little bit, I think. I think it pans a little bit too easy. But hopefully it does okay. If it does okay, we'll be able to take this to some of the trips that we're planning on taking this summer. There's our Delta. 7:37 this afternoon. Operations today are on the 2-4s. They were in the 6s earlier. So I thought maybe we'd be going over to the other side and getting 6s, but they switched back to the 2-4s. Newark. Hope the wind noise isn't too bad. I'm using the shotgun mic, but if it gets too windy, we can take it off. Just go with the lapel mic. Piedmont Airlines Flight 6006 out of Philadelphia, Embraer ERJ-145. As some people call it, the excellent regional jet, the ERJ. As opposed to the crappy regional jet, the CRJ, which we should see later on today. Well, I'm a fan of the CRJ. I like watching the CRJs too. I don't know, I've never had the chance to fly in the ERJ. I do kind of wonder how they compare inside. Seven 737-800 is flight 544 out of Houston. I have a feeling that the 7-3 was probably, yep, it's moving. Probably waiting for that gate. Definitely got some wind up here tonight. You can feel it shaking the camera every once in a while. Seven 737 MAX 9 pulling into the gate for United Airlines. I don't know where the closest local flying club is for RC around here now. I'll have to look into it at some point. On their way to Austin tonight. United Express, they are on their way to Newark. got some clouds that's moved in. It's kind of blocking out the sun a little bit. So we don't have quite the brilliant blue skies we had earlier. But still, it is a beautiful day here in Northeast Ohio today. About 75 degrees here for mid-March. Their Delta connection inbound from LaGuardia.
You gotta go to gate Alpha 14. However, you gotta get in there. Just go that way. Okay, yep. You should see somebody
From LaGuardia, CRJ 900.
Who's calling? Range 530, Cleveland ground, Roger, November 25, right time, please.
Sandusky did have an airport. It used to be right along, I think it's Route 6, or I think it's Route 6. Right up the road from Cedar Point off Cleveland Road. That is now the Cleveland or the Cedar Point Sports Force sports facilities. So they got a lot of baseball fields, basketball courts, esports. It's a big kind of like sporting place that a lot of high school teams will use. It's a huge facility though. The Delta CRJ heading to JFK. It's always one of my dreams, though, to get my private pilot's license and fly up to Sandusky and then go to Cedar Point for the day. I guess now I'd have to do Port Clinton, which is a very nice airport. Home to the Liberty Aviation Museum. If you've never checked that out, it's pretty cool. Got 3 contrails off in the distance. That's all side by side. I don't know if a couple of them are older contrails or there may be something military out there. We'll keep an eye on it. If it's a B2, I'll cry. Frontier heading out today.
Hotel, Juliet 5, Lima.
German KC-130 flew over Cleveland earlier. Oh, that would have been cool to see. I saw the A400 was over there earlier. Red flag is, whoops, not paying attention here, watching the radar. Red flag is in Las Vegas, so there's been a number of military aircraft that's flown past. On Tuesday, of course, I was at work. There were 2 tankers that had 4 tornadoes following it, going over to Las Vegas, and I saw a few people were able to catch. Hoping we'll really catch them on their way back. Sounds like a pretty small red flag, not a ton of attendance this time. At least from the pictures and everything I've heard. So one of these days we're going to go to that. If I was going to go, I'd probably go to the first one in the year. That seems to be the one that gets like B-52s and B-2s and that sort of thing. And so I'd like to go down and see that. B-2. Here's our IFL group, Falcon 20 coming out of Jets. Heading over for departure. Alaska is getting ready to go. I don't know where the ambulance and fire truck went. They must be over here in the corner of the terminal. So we're going to get Spirit. Got a lot going on tonight, which is always good to see. jet that's inbound. Here's the Falcon. Falcon 20. Sorry about that. Yeah, so far it's not really that loud.
Contact
737-900 taxiing over now.
Clear to Akron-Canton by radar vectors and files. Initially, you'll maintain 3,000. North frequencies 128, 125, response to 5140, off the track.
So that FlexJet Embraer we were talking about, they are on the runway heading out. Should see it behind the Alaska. There it is. America 2 or Alaska 216, they're on their way to Seattle, 737-900. Here's the Delta. They're bringing them in on 24 left, flight 1350. It's a 319 out of Atlanta. No, I'm wrong. I actually brought him in on 24 right. It just looked bigger. It's a CRJ. Flight 5553 out of DCA. It's a PSA operated flight for American Eagle touching down over there. If we can, I plan on coming up and live streaming tomorrow as well. We got to take advantage of this weather as much as we can. Maybe tomorrow we'll look at Columbus or maybe even Detroit, depending on what might be coming in, but probably coming back up here. Philadelphia. I think they said that 2/3 of those incidents involving aircraft getting within a mile were at night. So luckily it never happened any sooner. Hopefully it never happens again. 767 out of Louisville. I think they're heading to Fort Myers, A321neo. I believe this is Shelly the Sea Turtle. The new Shelly the Sea Turtle. Frontier tail heading out in a 321neo. There it is. It looks like one of the medical ones that comes in. I think that's that logo on the tail. Watch that line of storms that's moving across the plains and see if we might get some divergence later on this evening going into Chicago. I don't think it's going to get there in time. I think it's going to get there pretty late, but we'll have to wait and see. Steve the Eagle, one of my favorite Frontier liveries, heading out. Here's the Southwest.
3025, that's Papa going to Alpha
3025, Juliet 5, Juliet, Frontier 3025. Correct, that's 6.5, November cross 2, full left, azimuth ground point 7 on the other side.
Car 4 ops are driving around doing another check of the airport. I haven't heard anything about any more fresh catering on the side of the runways this time. There was a bird strike earlier on today. I had to go over and pick it up. A lot of bird activity around here. You probably see birds even flying around in the stream every once in a while. Now. We're E175, we're in the new livery. Still see a lot of the old liveries, but we're starting to get to the point now where we probably see more new liveries than old liveries. United, of course, has a lot of airplanes in their fleet, their main line as well as their regional fleet, so it takes a long time to paint them, but it seems like it's been several years now since this livery was announced. Still see a decent number of the mergers. None tonight so far, but we still see a decent number of them. At some point we'll get the second camera hooked up. We'll be able to run 2 cameras stream into the night up here. And we can just kind of go back and forth instead of having to pull the camera all the way over like that. That is the goal here.
To the east, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
And as the American taxis out, we also have the United 737 MAX 9 Flight 594 will be heading to LAX. They're pushing back. Here's our 737 MAX. Photographs will eventually be posted on my Instagram, so make sure you check that out. Follow me on social media on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at Nick Flies Media. CRJ is taxiing out.
3033, contact 710.6, good day.
And out of United taxis. Someone else is pushing off Charlie 21, and I think it's another United flight. It's over there on the other side, so we'll see that one go too. This is flight 5553. It's a CRJ 700. And they're on their way to DCA this afternoon. See United. 737 MAX 9 heading to LAX. Still wearing the classic Continental colors that were so popular here. Continental Airlines used to have a hub here at Hopkins. The maintenance hangar out to my left, still behind the United logo, you can still see the faded Continental logo behind it. There they are. Flight 639, 737-800 heading to San Francisco. I said LAX, I apologize. It's San Francisco. LAX just left a few minutes ago. Envoy just got their clearance to taxi 175. Actually, I'm wrong. I think this one's going to O'Hare. They're going back to Chicago. Really hope that happens again this summer when we get a little bit more warning, or maybe we can get them. They do fly over from time to time. Had a B-1 fly over about a week or two ago. Of course, you never know when. I'm going to zoom out. We're going to get a really cool shot. Look at the sunset here in the background. You can see it coming in. Look at that. Look at that shot. Oh, how pretty is that? Maybe we'll get lucky and it'll rotate about the point of the sunset. I don't think it will, but you see the sunset here in the background in a second.
Hello, thanks to Charlie, rolling 25. 1550, 210 left. Speed smart as long.
Behind it, the sun has set. Number 789 Kilo. I wonder if that's the Gulfstream.
At Leroy, clear all trying to red bridge. Get your wheels up on it. Looks like a 5-8.
So we got 3 straight United 737s. A Frontier will break up the party, and then we'll have another United 737 that'll be coming in. That'll be a special livery. The Star Alliance livery out of Fort Lauderdale is only a few minutes out. We're also only a couple of minutes out from Aer Lingus coming in tonight, so we'll try to make sure we catch that for you.
Taxi via Lima, Juliet 6, Juliet. Juliet 6, Juliet.
We got a couple of more United 737s inbound. Here is the one, the other 737 MAX 9, or MAX, no, maybe it's not a MAX, NG, I apologize. 737-900 out of Chicago, flight 2226. us over there. Hey, we'll taxi over and land or park right next to us over here at Charlie 4. Sorry, we're starting to lose focus on this camera. Doesn't like the low light, unfortunately.
Cleveland Tower, wind 160 at 9, runway 24 left, cleared for takeoff.
I think a special livery is a perfect way to end the night. What do you guys think? Aer Lingus. Hard to believe we're only a couple of weeks away. This will absolutely be a daytime flight, as we'll gain, I think, about an hour of daylight here in March. Had a total lunar eclipse late last night, about 2 o'clock in the morning. I did not stay up for it, but I saw some really amazing pictures that people got of that. Also been some northern light sightings lately, so we'll keep an eye on the sky over here the next few nights here. It's gonna be a little bit too cloudy tonight, I think, but Aer Lingus. A321neo tonight. We've had a couple of the XLRs come through. We had that one that diverted in out of Toronto a few weeks ago when the CRJ had the accident for Delta. We should be seeing more A321neos this summer, so looking forward to seeing those up here. Or A321 XLRs, my apologies, the XLRs. We've had a couple so far. But hopefully we're able to get some more. Well, all right, everyone, that's going to wrap it up for tonight. We're going to head home, get some dinner, relax a little bit, get ready for the day tomorrow. Hope you guys all enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button down below, comment down below. Share with all of your friends. I got a couple other videos posted. If you haven't checked out the Canadian Super Scoopers that went into Columbus Rickenbacker, I got that video posted for you. Also has a couple of Southwest special liveries, California 1 and the Desert Gold Retro, so make sure you check that video out. I also did another top 10 or 10 more rare or unique aircraft out of Cleveland, so a couple of videos out there for you to check out if you haven't done so already. Thank you all so much for your support. Again, please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. We're trying to grow the channel this year, trying to get to 10,000 by the end of the year. So we got some work to do. Thank you guys all so much for your support. Follow me on social media at Nick Flies Media on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. We'll be back up here again this weekend. We'll probably do another live stream at some point this weekend. It could be tomorrow. We'll see what the weather does, how windy and how stormy it does get. Also, what aircraft come in. I do want to come up here maybe tomorrow and just do a regular video. At the very least, if we don't stream, we'll just kind of have to wait and see what the weather does. We got a lot of stuff to do around the house this weekend too. Hope you guys have a great rest of the night. Have a great weekend, and we'll catch you next time from Cleveland Hopkins International Airport. Have a great night, everybody, and happy St. Patrick's Day. Have a good one, everyone.